The United States government finds itself on the edge of yet another potential shutdown, triggering widespread concern across the nation. But was it not China that the U.S. suggested would collapse? As the clock ticks towards a government shutdown, it sets to initiate at 12:01 a.m. ET on Sunday. The question arises, what will be the impact of this looming crisis, and what potential consequences will it have? Will the U.S. even be able to recover from this shutdown? And how long will China stay as the world's supreme leader? Let's find out. Welcome back to another exciting episode of our channel. Innovation Diary brings you China's innovation stories, projects, and growing influence in different parts of the world. If you are new to the channel and enjoy learning about fast-paced modernity, especially China's development and growing power, you will find our videos intriguing. In this video, we will discuss how worse the U.S. government shutdown can be. We will also talk about the impacts it will have and the reasons that welcome this shutdown. Watch the video till the very end to know how China is benefiting from this. Let's get started. The United States government is on the brink of yet another shutdown as Congress grapples with the challenge of passing a short-term funding bill to keep federal agencies, programs, and essential services operating. The looming threat of a government shutdown is set to initiate at 12:01 a.m. ET on Sunday, and it has already sent ripples of concern across the nation. But what will be the impacts of this government shutdown, and what will the potential consequences be? The government shutdown threatens as Congress finds itself at a spot struggling to reach an agreement on a crucial funding bill. The inability to secure this legislation has raised concerns about the government's ability to continue functioning effectively. Key figures like GOP House Speaker Kevin McCarthy have faced challenges within their party in extending government funding, further deepening the deadlock. But how did the U.S. reach such a state that it is on the brink of shutting down? This current dilemma can be traced back to the fundamental disagreements among lawmakers regarding government spending priorities. While some members of Congress argue for increased funding in specific areas, others advocate for restraint and limited government spending. These differing ideologies have created a deadlock in Congress, making it increasingly challenging to pass necessary funding bills. But is this happening in the U.S. for the first time? This potential government shutdown would mark the fourth occurrence of such an event in the past decade, underscoring the recurring nature of this crisis. It comes mere months after a similar deadlock that brought the federal government perilously close to defaulting on its staggering $31 trillion debt. Such repeated shutdown has not only disrupted government operations, but also sparked concerns about its future. To understand the depth of this situation, it's crucial to remember the most recent government shutdown, which occurred from December 22, 2018 to January 25, 2019. This event lasted for 35 days, making it the longest shutdown in U.S. history. It was primarily triggered by former President Donald Trump's demands for funding a border wall along the U.S.-Mexico border, a proposition that was met with strong opposition from Democrat lawmakers. The resolution to this extended shutdown came when Trump agreed to sign a short-term funding bill to reopen the government temporarily. This episode serves as a stark reminder of the detrimental impact a government shutdown can have on various aspects of American life. But what will be the impact of this shutdown? Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos about China's development, power, and influence on the world. Let's continue now. To comprehend the implications of a government shutdown, it's essential to understand the mechanics of this process and how it affects the daily lives of Americans. A government shutdown occurs when Congress fails to pass a spending bill, leading to a funding gap that temporarily disrupts various government functions. The federal government's fiscal year runs from October 1st to September 30th, and many shutdowns occur in September and October, as Congress grapples with budgetary decisions for the upcoming fiscal year. The shutdown will officially begin at 12:01 a.m. ET on Sunday if Congress fails to pass a spending package that can be signed into law by President Joe Biden before then. This looming deadline creates a sense of urgency among congressional lawmakers, who must find common ground to avert the impending shutdown. When a government shutdown occurs, it can have far-reaching and detrimental consequences across the nation. Services such as passport applications, small business loan, and government benefits processing may experience significant delays, causing frustration and inconvenience to citizens in need. Visitor centers and national parks may be closed, depriving Americans of access to these cherished natural spaces. With fewer food safety inspections, there is a heightened risk of compromised food safety, potentially jeopardizing public health. Delayed emergency response efforts could hinder the government's ability to address crises effectively. Federal loans to small businesses may come to a halt, adversely affecting the livelihoods of countless entrepreneurs. Individuals relying on services like student loan assistance may face delays in customer service, exacerbating financial stress. Delayed paychecks and federal benefits can create financial hardships for federal employees and beneficiaries. Delays in Social Security payments, pension benefits, Medicare, and Medicaid benefits will also happen that will disrupt the lives of vulnerable Americans. A government shutdown could hinder the release of critical economic data, making it difficult for investors and the Federal Reserve to gauge the state of the U.S. economy. Hundreds of small businesses could see their loan applications stall, hindering economic growth. But the shutdown won't just have temporary implications. It is crucial to understand that the consequences of a government shutdown can amplify over time. The longer a shutdown persists, the more severe the repercussions become, and the risks to the nation's well-being escalate accordingly. The initial disruption caused by a government shutdown can be distressing for many Americans. However, as time progresses, the impact intensifies. Federal agencies, including those responsible for vital services like food safety inspections and emergency response, face resource constraints that hinder their ability to function effectively. For example, the shutdown's effect on national parks extends beyond closed visitor centers and restrooms. As the shutdown drags on, the maintenance of these natural treasures is neglected, potentially leading to long-term damage and increased costs to restore them to their former glory. Moreover, the financial strain on federal employees and beneficiaries deepens with each missed paycheck or delayed benefit payment. These individuals may be forced to dip into their savings, rely on credit, or seek alternative sources of financial support to face the shutdown storm. The economic impact of a government shutdown is another escalating concern. Financial markets and investors depend on accurate economic data to make informed decisions. When the government is unable to release critical figures such as inflation and unemployment rates, uncertainty prevails in financial markets, potentially leading to increased volatility and economic instability. While the economic and logistical aspects of a government shutdown are significant, it's crucial to acknowledge the human toll it takes. Federal employees who often dedicate their careers to serving the nation find themselves caught in the crossfire. They may be deemed essential and required to work without pay, facing an uncertain financial future. The stress and anxiety experienced by these federal workers and their families during a shutdown cannot be overstated. It disrupts their daily lives, affects their ability to meet financial obligations, and erodes their job security. Furthermore, the uncertainty surrounding when and how the shutdown will end adds to their emotional burden. Vulnerable populations, including low-income individuals and families, face amplified challenges during a government shutdown. Access to essential government services and support programs is often compromised, creating a cascade of negative consequences. For example, delays in Social Security payments, pension benefits, and Medicare and Medicaid benefits can leave seniors and individuals with disabilities without critical financial support and healthcare access. These delays can have life-altering consequences, forcing individuals to forego necessary medical treatments or make difficult choices between paying for essential needs and medications. Small businesses, often considered the backbone of the U.S. economy, are not immune to the consequences of a government shutdown. Federal loans and support programs that small businesses rely on for growth and stability can come to a grinding halt during a shutdown. When small businesses cannot access the capital they need to operate, expand, or recover from economic setbacks, it threatens their sustainability. A prolonged shutdown can lead to missed opportunities, financial strain, and potential closures, impacting local economies and communities. Additionally, the uncertainty created by a government shutdown can dampen business confidence and investment, leading to reduced economic growth and job creation. This ripple effect can extend well beyond the shutdown period, affecting the overall health of the economy. The U.S. government has failed, proving that while the U.S. was busy pointing fingers at China, it didn't care about what was happening with its country. It finally reached a point where things are now out of control. We would like to take a moment here and appreciate you all for commenting and sharing your opinions. Your insights always impress us. Do you think the U.S. as a nation is becoming unable to operate? Is it because of the USA's active interest in other nations' matters? Do you think that by being forced on self-work, the US will be able to prevent a government shutdown for the next time? Let us know in the comments section. Will the US be able to revive its economy after the shutdown? Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video, and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence over the world. Until the next video, stay tuned.